How do you set up a profile? How do you make even more money? And most importantly, how do you draw clients to you? I'll answer all of these questions today and a lot more because I've been exactly where you might be right now, but since then, I've received hundreds of 5-star reviews, worked with clients worldwide, and earned over $2 million in revenue from Freelancer alone. By the end of this video, you'll know everything there is to know about how to be a top freelancer on the world's biggest freelancing platform, freelancer.com. Currently, there are around 71 million users from 247 countries divided into clients and freelancers. And these are the first 3 steps you need to take to make a great first impression among so many users. First, a great profile photo. Don't upload group photos or photos of you sitting in a bar or lying in a bed. Your profile photo should be a headshot on a white background. As simple as that. I'll show you how AI tools can help you with that in a minute. Focus on the first 160 characters of your bio because that's approximately how many characters are shown within the search. Use this space for a short introduction and to tell the client what you can do for them. And once you're done with this video, go to my profile next and watch this video to learn everything I know about setting up freelancers' profiles and how to ask AI for help. The third step is your portfolio. If you have one, always consider improving it further. Is there anything else to show to stand out? If you don't have a portfolio, the best way to showcase your skills is to work on mock projects. Joining Freelancer is free, but investing in a paid membership is the best way to stand out. For example, with a free profile, you have a limited number of bits and can't hide your proposals. I'll show you later examples of how bad that could look. If you want to be noticed, this is the first big step that you need to do. Joining a verified program will show clients that you have gone the extra mile and that you are serious about your work on the platform. This blue badge will help you join the club of top earners because you will have access to better paying projects. For example, only verified freelancers can bid on projects that are worth more than $2,500, charge hourly rates of more than $50, and access jobs with renowned clients. And there is no shortage of jobs on Freelancer either. There are thousands and thousands of jobs that are posted on the platform every single day. Filter your projects by project type, price, skills, and location. And I'm browsing a data entry category right now. These jobs are always in high demand, so I've made a video about how to start working as a data entry specialist because the barrier to get in isn't crazy high, but more on that later. The first way to get a job is by bidding on projects. What does that mean? When a client posts a job like this one, we all need to bid on it by writing a bid proposal. The proposal contains a short introduction, a showcase of your work, and why you're the right person for this job. This is not easy, but don't worry, I will talk about how to write winning proposals next. In the meantime, I'll introduce you to the second way of finding work. If, for example, a client needs a logo design, multiple freelancers can share their submissions and receive feedback quickly. And more than one freelancer can be awarded if the client likes various entries. This is called a contest and it is great for different types of gigs, but especially design work. If a client upgrades their project, a freelancer staff member called recruiter will reach out to you through a message offering you the job. Expect several daily messages from recruiters. In order to have this option enabled, you need to be a part of the preferred program, and I'll cover that soon. The fourth way to find work is through direct messages from clients. Sometimes a client wants you for the job and will send you a direct message. If you're not interested, decline it and no harm done. And now, let's talk about the most important thing you need to learn. This is the hardest part for newcomers. Each job is different, there is no magic formula, but don't worry. Following my lead will teach you how to write proposals that stand out. Clients create projects because they need help with problems such as lack of knowledge or lack of certain skills. And this is where you come in. Explain how your skills and your experience relate to the project. Hook them by explaining that you are the solution that they have been looking for. For example, this is how I would do it. I would edit this video in the following way because it will keep the viewers constantly engaged. Or I would design your website like this because it will be easy to digest, knowing that there is a lot of text. Or maybe, if you hire me, I'll write your content to sound educational and funny at the same time. Providing value upfront is one of the best ways to catch attention. It sounds complicated, but trust me, an engaging and well-written proposal will help you win the job even if you have no experience. Read the project description thoroughly. Clients often have specific instructions or questions, and if you don't respond to them, your proposal will be dismissed. Keep your writing short and clear. Don't overdo it with fancy, hard-to-understand words. Introduce yourself briefly and show interest by asking questions. Highlight your qualifications, mention your relevant work, and show your portfolio. Don't say you have 5 years of experience if you can prove that. And I can't stress this part enough. Always proofread your text to ensure there are no spelling or grammatical errors. Don't think that offering the lowest prices will help you win the job. Clients often don't want the cheapest workforce. They want the best, so be competitive. To learn even more about this, watch this video on my profile on how to structure winning proposals. Okay, knowing how not to write proposals is very important, and I'll show you why. These two are sharing their proposals for a photography job. The top one has a short and easy to understand introduction, a link to his portfolio, and an explanation of why he's the best choice for this job. Listing his gear also shows that he's a professional. The second proposal is just plain laziness. He expects the client to start texting him on WhatsApp. Based on what? Why would anyone take this person seriously and offer him a job? This is exactly how you shouldn't be writing your proposals. And don't be this guy. And do you remember the part about paying for memberships? I found this example by randomly browsing through the platform. There are many other examples, but you'll get the point from this one. If you don't seal your proposals, everyone, including potential clients, will see if you are writing gibberish, too lazy to proofread your writing, or maybe even both. For example, this freelancer is too lazy to correctly use Google Translate for what she is writing. Besides that, where is the link to her portfolio? How can she help the client? And what does she even do? The last example shows the awarded proposal at the top and those who didn't make it at the bottom. Take a closer look at the winning proposal. It is clear and straightforward. This is a great proposal, but the client chose the one with better stats and a lower price. This one is not even sure if she has worked on a similar app. What else is she unsure of? This one expects the client to choose him, but based on what? He says he has 6 years of experience, but where is his portfolio? Also, no proof here. These profile photos are bad, but this one is the worst. Seriously, a cat picture for a profile photo? And do you remember what I told you earlier about profile photos? Take another look at the winner's photo and proposal. She really stands out in this crowd. Well done. Now let's talk about money. There are 2 ways to get paid. Clients can transfer funds directly after the job is completed through their financial dashboard. But there is also a safer way that is eligible for dispute if needed. Let's say, for example, you're creating a brand guide for a business. The first step is choosing the font and appropriate colors. The next step is designing a logo, and so on and so on. These steps are called milestones, and you can choose to be paid for every single milestone. So after a milestone is completed, for example, the logo design is done, the client releases the funds that have been set aside for the project. This is very convenient because you can access the dispute resolution service if the project goes sideways. Keep your correspondences and payments within the platform to ensure the best protection possible in a case of a dispute. This next part is very important and many newcomers don't know about this. The platform charges a 10% fee upon accepting a fixed price project and a 10% fee for every milestone upon payment of the milestone. So let's say that the project is $100. 10% or $10 will be taken from your account upon accepting the project, and if the work grows to another $50 in value, another $5 will be taken once that milestone is released. Also, depending on where you live, your government could charge extra taxes on your earnings. Is there a way around this, avoiding fees and taxes? In short, no, there is not. You need to calculate these fees and these taxes as part of the cost of doing business. There is another thing to be aware of which could cost you money or even worse. Unfortunately, scammers are present on the platform and the freelancer team is doing everything they can to fight them. At the same time, you need to stay vigilant and spot them with these tips. The biggest red flag is if the client offers payment outside the platform before agreeing to work. For example, you have a winning proposal, but the client sends you a message saying that he wants to chat on WhatsApp and pay you via PayPal after the job is done. You agree to this, and after you send your finished project files, the client ghosts you. What can you do here? Nothing. You just work for free, lick your wounds, move on, and never do that again. Refusing to start a milestone or putting down the funds for milestones is a clear sign of a non-paying client, and you should end all communication right there and immediately, because this will not end well for you. But not getting paid is not your worst problem. Sharing your personal data or ID photos could bring you into a world of trouble. Please don't ever do that. Identity theft crimes are spreading like wildfire. Freelancer has your personal data, and there is no reason a client should ever need your ID number, phone number, or address. If you're not careful enough, this is probably the worst thing that can happen to you. Job posts from clients without reviews could contain shortened links to project files, which is another huge red flag. By clicking on malicious links and downloading unknown files, you could lose your personal data, passwords, or even storage through ransomware. The only files you need are shared through the project, and that's it. The next chapter explains what attracts clients to your profile, so please don't go anywhere. To be among the top freelancers on the platform, there are 2 more steps from the verified program, and they involve badges. This badge means that I'm a preferred freelancer. I'm in the top 3% among millions of users. How to join this elite group? The main thing is to be consistent. Constantly complete jobs successfully, receive 5-star ratings, and receive positive reviews. Basically, offer exceptional service all the time. After a pristine track record, the next step is an extensive interview and vetting process by the freelancer staff. If all goes well, you will receive this badge, which will signal to the clients that you are among the best on the platform. From my experience, if clients must choose among hundreds of bids, they will definitely pick a preferred freelancer for their project. Now, I'm so crazy proud of the next thing because I built it in collaboration with freelancer.com, which is absolutely insane. I spent months writing and recording the most detailed course and program was ever made about this platform. You can't find content like this anywhere else. Nobody who actually got to #1 made it, so I can really say I've been there, I've done that. But it's not only about the course. It's a brilliant community in which I share even more information than I do on my YouTube. There are either weekly, bi-weekly or monthly calls with mentors, and I reveal every single thing that helped me to get to #1 on Freelancer. And not only that, after completing the program and passing the test, you will receive another exclusive badge on your profile that will signal to everybody on the platform that you are indeed the best of the best, and it's especially valuable if you are just starting out. You can join this program by clicking on the first link in the description. If I were to join freelancer.com today, I'd do this. I'd learn how to write better bits with attention-grabbing hooks right from the start. I'd invest more time in my profile by adding more skills, more certificates, education, and portfolio items. I'd focus more on 5-star reviews to apply to the preferred program early on. I'd invest in creating video introductions and video bits. And lastly, I'd focus on the services because that is a great way to stand out. Joining Freelancer really changed my life. I gained so much knowledge and so many contacts. And I recently enjoyed talking with Freelancer CEO Matt Barry. You can watch this insightful talk here. There is a great way to feel at home if you're uncomfortable asking questions in English. The freelancers community is so diverse that you can find hundreds of groups from all over the world. Pakistan, Latinos, Brazilian, Turkish, Greek, Indian, just to name a few. And you can see how important this is to the platform. A dedicated group button is at the top of the site inviting you to explore the groups. Some groups, like the onboarding group, will help you answer questions, be more productive, and introduce you to the world of freelancing. Others will help with burning questions and help you find new jobs. This productivity tool is great for collaborating with clients and other freelancers on projects. Easily create personalized to-do lists and project deliverables. Another great reason to use task list is that you don't need to use paid-off platform software. Everything stays nice and tidy in the house. And do you know the fastest way to learn everything you need to know about the client and the project? I understand that not everybody will feel comfortable, talking to another person in another time zone, but trust me, going on a call with the client will save you so much time. You can introduce yourself to the client even better than through proposals, learn more about them, and even share screens in the ongoing video call. In this chapter, I'll show you 3 ways how to make more money on the platform. You're a designer and your regular clients want to hire you for extra work, which includes consultations or branding for their new business. By creating a quote for the client can review it straight away and with a single click accept the new scope of work and thus a new price. Upon accepting it, a new project is created. This way you can turn your consultations into a paying project by setting your own terms. And you can turn this kind of project into constantly recurring payments. I'll talk about this in a minute. You can benefit from 2 great things by offering services. Before creating a project, a client often browses the platform for freelancers offering specific services. For example, if you're a thumbnail designer, instead of applying for all sorts of jobs, let the clients come to you. This is a great passive way to receive job requests. By offering services, you can significantly increase your opportunities to secure work and provide clients with a hassle-free way to get what they need, and they will appreciate that. The second great thing is that you can promote your services online, on your personal website or even social media, and attract even more clients. And now there is a way to spend less time managing stuff and focus on earning more money. Subscriptions are recurring payments from a client to a freelancer. Subscriptions can only be created from quotes or services that are sent from you to them. So if the client wants your service every week or every month, automate that with subscriptions. It automatically creates and funds a milestone at the start of every billing period. After that, a new milestone is created and automatically funded. I've prepared something special for you to help you reach the top. A community where I teach the strategies that took me from zero to over $2 million in earnings and secured the #1 spot on freelancer.com is running a special promotion. This month only, you can join for just $29 a year, down from $129. This community gives you all the tools you need to become successful, hours of exclusive content by #1 ranked freelancer on freelancer.com, bi-weekly or monthly live Zoom classes, talks, news and workshops, AI-focused knowledge, member-only community access, and constant updates and new content. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside.